Your combat power does not matter if your strategy sucks. Start clearing party dungeons like a pro. What's up guys, it's Dan Man. Hey, I want to let you guys know I put together a community Discord, so even if you're not in Asgard 09, come join, hang out. We do a bunch of deep dives all about the game. Everyone is welcome. We do have a couple really cool features. I ended up grabbing Meeseek's Premium, but the one main thing I'm really excited about is we added the translator bot, so you can talk in your language and the chats will automatically transfer and translate. They're all connected. If you don't see your language here, just let me know. I'm looking into adding some more channels and any other features you guys want to talk about. Just let me know, I can look into adding them. Come have some fun, you guys. Party dungeons in Odin Valhalla Rising aren't just about loot, they're chaos with rules. Today I'm walking you through everything. Preparation, mechanics, tips, and the one boss fight that almost made me rage quit. Let's dive in. Party dungeons are 4-player PvE chaos zones. You fight mobs, dodge AoEs, scream when your healer goes down, and dance with death during boss fights. You gradually will unlock these dungeons as you progress through the main quest. The most important note with party dungeons is check your combat power. You need to make sure that your combat power is above the recommended. As you go up in difficulties, the recommended combat power will increase. You want to make sure that you go into these party dungeons fully prepared. Have full HP pots, full food ready to go, scrolls and soulstone. You want all the buffs you can use. No buffs, no heals, no survival. So you start off by either matchmaking or creating your own party. Matchmaking is extremely risky, as one AFK can ruin your whole run. I highly recommend communicating with your guild to organize your team. Assign roles. Make sure you guys have a tank. Make sure you guys have a healer, maybe even a second healer with one monster DPS. In most cases though, one healer should be fine, where 2 DPS is great at taking down these dungeons quickly. So let the chaos begin with the Sea Serpent's Lair. This dungeon drops you into AoE hell. You gotta watch carefully because AoE blankets the floor and mobs chase the healer. You better learn to dodge or die trying. In this dungeon, you'll clear a bunch of mobs until you come up to this first mini boss. He's gonna put out this big cone of AoE damage. So what you wanna do is have the tank stand in front of the boss. Then have the rest of your team stand behind the boss. This way when the boss puts down his AoE, your team is safe. You'll continue through the dungeon, killing what feels like endless mobs, and then finally, you'll meet him, the Sea Serpent. The Serpent's not too bad once you get used to his pattern. He'll start off by summoning some minions, and you gotta be careful because they deal a devastating AoE. Meanwhile, he's gonna be trying to target you with a bunch of projectiles in AoE. Then he'll pop down, and that's when you can attack. Make sure you guys deal as much damage as possible because he's only down here for a short bit. And then the cycle continues, but it only gets worse. After you've completed your first attack on the Sea Serpent and he pops back up, keep an eye out for this giant red AoE, as this is a massive stun. He will continue to spawn minions, and meanwhile he's gonna keep shooting you with acid. After a short bit, he'll pop back down, allowing you guys to unleash the fury. Deal as much damage as possible. This process will repeat over and over and over until you have killed him. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Sea Serpent's Lair. If you guys haven't joined my Discord yet, check under my guides section, as I just started putting together a chart as I'm clearing 100 Sea Serpent dungeons and recording the drops. This could be a very lucrative way to gain diamonds, if RNG is on your side for drops. Come join the Discord and check it out. Now, next up is the Lost Giant's Den. This is a much longer dungeon. The mobs hit harder, and there's a lot more of them. There's also more mini bosses with their own mechanics. Stay out of the red AoEs. Also, communicate with your team, because if you guys are just getting wiped over and over, maybe try pulling small packs of mobs by having one teammate run ahead and drawing aggro on just a couple mobs, and then pulling them back to the other room. This is a good way to push through those higher stages. And then eventually you're gonna meet the big dog. He can be a little rough. He's gonna put down in a giant AoE a flaming bloody tornado. So avoid that at all costs. Again, you're gonna wanna have your tank in the front of the boss and the rest of the team behind the boss. So when the boss puts out a giant AoE cone, your team will be safe. Work together and get them down. All right, now the last dungeon that we're gonna be covering is the Dwarven Royal Tombs. And much like the last dungeon, this is a very long dungeon. The monsters increase in volume. There's more AoE, more mini bosses. You're gonna wanna work with your team to push through this dungeon and get to the boss. And then you finally made it, Loki. This boss can be pretty tough. He deals a lot of AoEs and constantly is summoning. You need to be vigilant and be reactive. Avoid the exploding mobs. And a crucial point to note is you have to kill the adds that don't explode. Constantly move out of the AoEs, avoid the adds that explode, kill the adds that don't explode, rinse and repeat. Loki has a lot of HP, so this is gonna take a while. And the farther you get into it, the stronger Loki gets. So again, stay vigilant, stay responsive, work with your team. Tanks stay in front, everyone else stay in back of the boss. As the fight progresses, the most important factor is that you kill the adds, the monsters that spawn. You want to take these down ASAP. Just keep rinsing and repeating. Big AoE, exploding adds that don't explode, rinse and repeat. And there you go. This dungeon starts to drop purples, a great reward for all your effort. So my final pro tips is really just a recap of this video. First note, be prepared. Pots, buffs. Next tip, work as a team. This is not solo. It's called a party dungeon. Be a good party member. No AFKs. Don't pull too early. Let the tank pull or let a ranged DPS that you communicate with pull small packs slowly at a time. Make sure you guys always help your healer. And if you aren't on a voice chat, make sure you guys are typing. Communicate. Prep hard, dodge harder. Communicate always. And when chaos hits, stay calm. Use your skills and carry your team like the dungeon warrior that you are. That's all I got for you guys. If you aren't playing Odin yet, you can download the game from the link that I got in the description of this video. You should definitely come play. You'll find me on server 9. Do me a favor, throw this video a like and subscribe if you guys aren't already so you can stay tuned for all my future videos. I appreciate you all. Stay blessed. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you on the next one.